Hello, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I just wanted to talk to you about selling a condo. And I want to start off by just, referring to some of my notes. One of the first things that I wrote down here is selling a condo is not like selling a house. Totally different. It's not the same buyer. The interest and the motivations of the buyer are different than somebody that's going to be buying a house and living in it as their primary residence. So let me just go through, because we know when selling a condo, it's critical. It's critical that you sell more than just the condo. In other words, you've got to sell the experience of what it would be like to own a condo. In our marketing, it's important, if you're going to sell a condo, we must feature the beach. If we live in Myrtle Beach and the condo's on the beach, then it's important that we feature the beach. We got to show the sand, show the water, kind of give a nice view, maybe a drone video of the Grand Strand, so they can kind of get a feel and experience what it would be like by owning a condo on the ocean front. The next thing here I wrote down is we got to feature the pool or the jacuzzi. If there's a lazy river, if there's a workout room, if there's tennis courts, those are all benefits and features of the building that we've got to make sure that we capture and we distribute through our marketing efforts. Again, these are the reasons why people are coming down here. And then last but not least, we've got to feature the area's attractions. So we're going to feature the beach, we're going to feature the amenities of the building, and then we're going to start to feature the entire area, whether it be golf courses, the amusement park, the Broadway at the beach, restaurants, the various things, theaters that people are coming down to visit. We want to remind them, as we're introducing them to the condo, we want to remind them of the experience and the fun that they're going to be able to have with themselves, their family members, or any guests that they may actually send to their condo at the beach. It's very, very important. So why are we featuring all this? It's simple. This is why buyers are coming to Myrtle Beach. Now, it's not the only reason, but if we were to actually look at all the people that are buying condos, you would see that an overwhelming majority of them are going to be coming down here because they want to experience condo ownership in a beach town. So we got to sell the beach town just as much as we've got to sell your condo. There are many ways, though, that we can showcase these features. I think it's easy to talk about it, but how do you do it? Even if you're going to sell on your own, it's important that you would follow these guidelines. Number one, professional photography. It is critical because this is how you're telling the story. People say a photo's worth 1,000 words. It might be worth more than 1,000 words. And if it is 1,000 words, well, what if we have 25 photos of the condo, the amenities, and the areas of attractions? That's a lot of conversation that we're having just through photos. And people are buying the experience. We can't build the experience any other way besides photography or next, videography. So we believe from a marketing standpoint, we need to do videos of our condos. We need to do professional pictures of these condos. And then we need to distribute that out through the internet because that's where buyers are looking first. So it's important that a real estate agent spend a little bit of money, invest a little bit of money into the marketing of your property versus just putting it in the MLS. If we go take a picture with an iPhone these days, the quality of that picture is really low. So when buyers see this on the internet, next thing you know, they're just flipping through it, and then they actually flip until they find one that has good pictures, and that's the one that usually they call on. So it's important, professional photos as well as a professional video. And then last, in the context of selling a condo, is we have to have a well-written property description. It can't just say 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit on the ocean front on the ninth floor. Like, that's not enough. That's not selling the experience. That's selling the facts. Facts are important. Those details are important. But there's nothing that's going to emotionally stimulate a buyer to move forward and call us. So with professional photography, with video, and a well-written description, we're likely going to attract that buyer. They should be calling us before they call your competition. Now, once we have the proper marketing in place, we've got the photos, we've got the videos, things are looking good, that well-written description. Now it's important that we attract the buyer. We go out there and we've got to now promote that information. We can do all that information. We can gather all those materials, but if no one sees it, it really doesn't matter, right? So now we're going to go out there and promote it. One of the things that we found to be very helpful and very profitable for both us as agents and you as a condo owner is when we put it on the internet, we're not just putting it on Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. We're actually putting it there, and then we're investing additional monies into Zillow to make sure that our properties and we are seen more than anyone else. And that's the way Zillow works. You may not know this, but Zillow gives us an opportunity to actually advertise, spend advertising dollars to boost our listings and boost our ranking. And the more money you spend with Zillow, the more leads you get. So we're the top spender in Zillow. Now, I usually don't like to win the award for being the top spender, but in the case of advertising on the internet, the person who invests the most money is getting the most leads. Therefore, we're having the most success in terms of sales of condos. So we're investing advertising dollars that's verifiable. I can show you what we're investing if you choose to hire me to sell your condo, and we're getting the production, we're getting the leads, which is turning into sales, for those efforts. The next thing here is we've got to create a professional flyer. It's important. Build a flyer. We've already got the video and the description and the photography. Now let's put that together in a really nice professional flyer and send it out to all the real estate agents locally that sell condos, as well as all the people that have contacted us in the past on our websites, whether it be Zillow or our personal websites. We've collected over 150,000 buyer inquiries that we can then promote your listing to. So create a flyer and then push that information out to them, driving them back to call us for additional information, driving that video to them so they can actually see that video. And then again, if they like the features and the benefits that we showed them, they call us and then we make a sale by showing your condo. And then last but not least is we got to advertise. Got to advertise on the internet. Like, we can feature your condo and push it out, push advertising out into areas that we know buyers are coming from. So we know there's some areas in North Carolina and in New Jersey where there's a lot of buyers that come down to this market, maybe a specific zip code. We know that they can afford it because we can actually learn the demographics of that particular zip code. We can see in the past that that's where buyers are coming from. So we can go on to social media platforms. One would be an example is Facebook. Most people know that. And we can choose people at a certain demographic, certain income levels, or certain area codes or zip codes, and we can market your property directly to them. Again, doing everything we can to give you full exposure and attract that buyer call, so then we can then set up a time to show your listing. Again, see, selling a condo is not like selling a home. A lot of these things that I'm talking about, we don't necessarily do when we're marketing homes. On the flip side, when we're marketing homes, there's additional things we have to do that we don't do when marketing condos. I hope you find that information helpful. I'm Greg Harrelson with Century 21, the Harrelson Group in sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I sure would like to earn your business. I'll talk to you soon.